tonight, get you some sultrylim.com. If you wanna get it tonight, get you some sultrylim.com. Make your body feel right, get you some sultrylim.com.
Yes! Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is back, bitch. Give me all of my life. Give it all to me. All right? Y'all, look, I was so here for the return of this season, especially after all of the juicy shit that's been going on with several of the cast members, if not all of the cast members that are now in the opening credits. A1 and Lyrica, I see you, oh, I see you. We all get into it. All right, look. Before I get into it, I want to remind you guys, check down below in my description box for discount codes to Omiyage hair care products, which are the products I use in my hair exclusively at this point, okay? Except for a little edge control that I use from curls, you know, because it smells good. But you know, whenever she come out with a curl, you know, I mean with a, a little edge control, then I'm on her. But up until then, that's what I was using. But anyway, Omiyage is down in the description box along with Sitbird, along with sultrylim.com, which is sexy lingerie for the girls, all right, for the men's, you know, get into. All of those things are down below, including my email, BONDY.BRITTANY@gmail.com. If you have a low credit score, if you need help raising your credit score because you want to buy a house, you want to get a better interest rate on a credit card, anything that requires better credit, if you want to up that score, please do not fret. Hit me up in my email and I will hook you up with a paid service that helps you get a better credit score so that you can buy a house and get a car and get cable without a down payment. All right? Fuck with me. All right? Anyway, let's get into Love and Hip Hop Hollywood because it was a lot. First of all, K. Michelle, aka Kimberly, that's what she's calling herself, Kimberly, on this season. And she said that a while ago that she was changing Instagram and Twitter and she is now Kimberly and she's trying to be a more refined version of herself, but she will always pop back into red wig K. Michelle candle throwing vibes if these bitches need it, all right? She's here to be the real in LA. And I'm like, how you gonna be the real with that nose, K? Huh? K, you know I love you. I get all your albums, I stream your shit, I love you. Okay, you a crazy, disgusting bitch sometimes, but I fucks with you. But I really would like to know why. Why, while going through this moment of feeling regret over those ass shots, would you go and have them people give you that LaToya Jackson nose job? Why would you do that? There was nothing wrong with your nose, K. Michelle. Your nose looked like you was breathing and that you could suck up a lot of air to hit them notes. So I don't know if y'all know, but when people start to get nose jobs, they keep taking their nose down and down and down. You are fucking with the airway that the Lord has gave you. How you gonna sing strong with your nose all fucked up and your airway all constructed and shit? I was looking at her nose like, why? Why, Kay? You've been on television for 7, 8, almost 10 years. Like, you know, she's been on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta since the beginning, I believe, which was in its 7th season. So as of right now, you have been on television for 8 years. And nobody has ever said that K. Michelle, and I mean, you know, nobody that matters, okay? Nobody has ever looked at K. Michelle and said she was ugly. Your nose matched your face. And now you look like you can't breathe. But I'm supposed to sit here and take you seriously, right? Okay, whatever, girl. I just had to say that. She talks about her butt shots that she got done at the Intercontinental and how she's been going through all these various surgeries to get the shit removed from her body and out of her bloodstream so she can be healthy and not in pain, but the bitch can't breathe. Anyway, Bridget is there, and Bridget is just there. She's a friend of the show. She and K. Michelle go way back. Her and Monique are cool. She said her and Booby are not a thing. You know, he not her speed. I'm like, girl, we knew you was doing that just to get back at Brooke. We knew that shit wasn't real. But she says that she and Brooke have since made up and decided to mend fences and become real friends. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, we'll see. We'll see. Kay asked for Bridget to do the opening act for some shows that she has in LA. Because at first she was using Lyrica, but Lyrica has been showing up late to her shows. Specifically, K. Michelle's album release party. She showed up 45 minutes to an hour late, and K. Michelle had to pay for every minute that she was late. So there's a conversation that needs to be had, but it's not going to be one about doing a show in LA because she wants Bridget to do it, and I bet you Bridget gonna show up on time, bitch. Anyway, so then we get to Moniece. So apparently, Moniece put it out there on social media that Brandy was Ray J and Prinky's surrogate. We all know that's a lie. Everybody thought that Brandy looked pregnant because she was looking swole in the right areas for pregnancy. I even said it looked like she was pregnant. I did not think that she was Princess's surrogate because we had seen Princess, and Princess very much looked pregnant. So I wasn't really with that. And then she was like, you know, I gained weight. I went through my whole life worrying so much about being skinny. And in this phase of my life, I wanted to fucking eat. So that's what I was doing. And I'm like, Brandy, you go ahead and live your life, girl. If you want to get a little plump and a little bump, then you go ahead and do that. I'm not mad at you. But the reason why Moniece said that is because she hates anybody with the last name Norwood. So that's why she did it. And Moniece, you know I fuck with you, girl, even though you annoying and it can be very wrong sometimes. Like in this instance, you are dead ass wrong. Why would you put that out there? And you still haven't explained what your big beef with the Norwoods is. I'm guessing we'll find out later in the season. But I'm gonna tell you what I got a problem with. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Why the fuck is Moniece's bottom row of teeth that confused about where they're supposed to be going? Like, I know we've noticed it before, but why have you not gotten that fixed? You didn't went and got titties, but you couldn't get your bottom row of teeth fixed? You hoes have everything entirely fucked up and confused. From K. Michelle, oh, I just want to be healthy. Let me get these terrible ass shots out of my body, but please pinch my nose in a little bit smaller. To Moniece with, oh, please enlarge my titties, but don't worry about how fucked up my bottom row of teeth are. Bitch, y'all hoes are problematic. Moving on. So a very pregnant Prinky Princess meets up with Nikki, Lyrica, and Paris. We know Paris from K. Michelle's show because she was her assistant who K. Michelle accused of stealing credit cards and spending up all on the credit cards, and she said that they wasn't cool no more the last time we saw K. Michelle's show. Since then, K. Michelle has also fell out with Jonathan, who was her best friend and her makeup artist. I don't know if they're cool again. I just feel like looking at the situation, maybe K. Michelle is on one. She can be at times. You never know what the fuck going on with her. One minute you think she done found Jesus and got her life, and the next minute she doing the same old shit she been doing, which is why I don't know why she trying to change her name like that's gonna change her image. Bitch, you change your image when you act different, not when you change your name and tell us that you acting different, okay? I ain't got time. Either way, Paris says that it was all lies and all she did was spend $50 for a car service, and it wasn't nothing more than that. Okay. Now, Paris, I don't know if I believe you, because you look like you're not to be trusted, so to speak. All right. I don't know. I'm confused on both fronts, but I'm guessing we'll find more out when we get into the season. Princess is ready to put them paws on Monique whenever she sees her. So she tells Lyrica and Paris and Nikki that if they ever in the same room with Moniece, then they need to drop her the pin so she can show up. And I'm like, girl, your 6-month pregnant ass, no, you need to sit down somewhere. This is how pregnant women get their ass whooped, because they feel like they can threaten somebody with a baby in their womb as if everybody is going to care about the fact that you are pregnant. The fact that you acting like a woman who is not scared of somebody kicking her in her fucking stomach makes me want to smack the shit out of Princess. I almost feel like, you know, you're being irresponsible as a mother to incite this type of anger and do this type of bullshit. And then, you know, if somebody hits you or do something to you, oh, she a pregnant woman, then her pregnant ass need to go sit her fucking ass down somewhere and stop letting off steam on everybody but Ray J. Okay? Because we all know the reason why you want to go in on Monique so bad is because you pissed off about your situation with Ray J. You up here sending subliminal. I said it right. Okay. You out here sending subliminal Instagram posts talking about men will never change and women think they're going to change, but they never will. And men think women won't leave, but bitch, she will. And I'm like, well, in all honesty, I feel like you're getting what you deserve, Princess, because Ray J treated Tiara Marie like shit. And for some reason, you thought your pussy was gold and was going to change the game. And now you going through some of the same shit. It's just that he's decided to marry and impregnate you, but he's still being the same old Ray J out here getting fucked up and disrespecting you. And every time y'all get into an argument, That nigga disappear for 3 to 4 days while you 6 months pregnant sitting in y'all house by your fucking self. So as far as I'm concerned, bitch, calm as a motherfucker, ain't it? So when Ray was out here doing whatever he was doing, talking about he was working, nigga, you was partying. Some girl took a picture of him and sent it to Princess. So now Princess is going ape shit on social media talking about how Ray J is a cheater. Ray J says life is real good right now, okay? He jet setting from LA to Las Vegas every other day, okay? And yes, Prinky is pregnant and she's hormonal, and that's cool, that's all right. But out here, he gotta make these moves to make this money. He's heading to a party that Lucci is having. Lucci is about to just be the poster boy for dumb shit. I'm about to tell you why. So Lucci is having a party to celebrate the fact that his label just gave him a huge advance. He's had several songs with, you know, real name stars, Chris Brown. He's been in Jay-Z's 444 documentary. So he's out here living his best life, so to speak, and also spending the fuck up on that advance instead of saving it and chilling the fuck out. He got a jeweler coming through. He just feel like he's shining bright like a diamond. I'm like, nigga, you better chill the fuck out, okay? Because that's how them record labels get y'all. They give y'all them advances. Y'all get out here thinking y'all rich and spend that shit up. Y'all ain't got no product, no album. And then on the back end, y'all got to pay them back money. And you not making no more money because you didn't spend everything ahead of time. Lucci, I'm going to need for you to VH1 it, bitch. MTV it, unsung it. But figure it the fuck out here doing dumb shit with your money. At least that's the way it looks to me. And I also wonder, are we going to talk about the fact that Alexis Sky baby might be his? I don't think we are because she's not on this season, but he is. And I think it came out that her baby wasn't for Fetty Wap. I'm confused about all of that, which is why I'm kind of sad that she wasn't on this season with all of this bullshit going on. But I'm glad her and Masika not here to keep fighting over Fetty Wap, the one-eyed monster. Nobody gives a fuck, okay? Nobody gives a fuck, all right? Lucci sits down with Ray J and I think A1 and all of that, and they talk about how Princess just put up a post on social media, and Ray J says that Prinky been tripping, getting on social media, talking about our personal issues without all the information. But you know what? That's making him want to wild out even more. And I'm like, nigga, you have not learned anything. So you mean to tell me because she's upset that you're wilding out, you now want to wild out further? Do you really think that that's going to make her get off social media? Come on, Ray J. Come on, brother. Grow the fuck up. Y'all, I don't know why they had to have microphones in the room for this scene, but Kimberly and Lyrica meet up, all right? And I'm about to read Kimberly in a second, all right? It's reading on all fronts, okay? Because at first, Kimberly sits Lyrica down and she said, girl, let me tell you. She was like, you are spoiled, okay? You showed up to my show an hour late. And I had to pay for every minute that you were late. Lyrica said, me? I was not an hour late. Maybe 45 minutes. I was not an hour late. That's management. But baby, that's your management. Either way, it is unprofessional. And if you're trying to be Aretha, you're trying to be Anita, you need to do better. So K. Michelle is trying to talk to Lyrica and try to like school her. But when she tells Lyrica that, look, girl, you've written some wonderful songs. You've written some great songs, but don't nobody give a fuck, okay? When she said that, Lyrica was like, oh my God, Kay, are you serious right now? Are you serious? Are you really doing this with me? She just kept saying, are you serious? Are you serious? Like she didn't believe what Kimberly was saying. Kimberly was like, yes, girl, I am serious. You cannot be so spoiled and disrespectful showing up to people's shows late like that. And I do understand where Kim is coming from because apparently that's what happened. A lot of people went to that show and were hitting me up on Twitter saying that she was late. Nobody was feeling her and that K. Michelle has every right to feel how she feels, but I felt like K. Michelle went in way too hard on Lyrica. If you mad about her being late, then all you had to simply say was, look, I don't do business like that. You was late one too many times, and I think I'm going to just try somebody out for these LA shows. But I just wanted to let you know why. If you want to make it in this business, maybe you should consider being a little bit more professional, okay? You didn't have to go all in and say that, oh, your fake marriage and all of this shit, because they were talking about money and how, you fake it till you make it. And she was like, yeah, like that fake ass marriage of yours. And I'm like, really, Kimberly? You had to call a girl marriage fake? She was like, see, this is what I call a music industry marriage. Okay, they use each other for music, but there's no love. There's no attraction. And really, I'm waiting for K. Michelle to go ahead and call A1 a down low brother, okay? She didn't do it this episode, but I be feeling like that's what she was really trying to say when she was saying that their relationship was fake. Like somehow Lyrica is a beard, and what she gets out of the situation is A1's music skills and his production skills. So the nurse comes in with the IV because Kimberly done got herself upset and said that bitch is an energy suck and she needs some help. So they bring the IV in to give her a drip so she could feel better. Lyrica walked out, but then Lyrica came back in and was like, "Hey, are we really doing this right now? Is this what we really doing right now?" K. Michelle is on the microphone screaming and hollering, "Yes, bitch, why are you here? Get the fuck out of here." And I'm like, "Oh, all right, Kimberly, I see you. You trying to make a moment. You made a moment, bitch. It was a great scene. It would definitely go in the top 10 this season for fights and arguments, especially when you was carrying that IV to try to hit her." And I'm like, bitch, all she got to do is push you and you fall on that fucking ass of yours and that shit explode and you almost die. You need to sit your crazy ass down somewhere. You are not in good health for you to be trying to fight somebody. You are very lucky that Lyrica is not the one for that. You know what I'm saying? She's not the right one. The right one would have been jumping over that stage trying to kick you in your fucking hip and see if anything squirts out the back. That's what somebody who was really about that life would do. But Lyrica is not, okay? She talking shit to Lyrica about how her mom is really the star and how she's nobody and nobody cares about her, which parlays its way into, and that's why you tried to fuck Safari. Because my homeboy with the big dick sent me the text messages and I saw you was trying to fuck him. Let me tell y'all something. I don't think that Lyrica was at all aware of what was about to happen this scene today for taping. Okay, I think she was caught off guard by it all. I do think that K. Michelle, had reason to be upset with her being late, but I think K went way too far. I think she took it to a level that it didn't have to get to, but I'm glad she spilled that tea about her trying to fuck Safari. Cause girl, I'm just saying, everybody trying to fuck Safari. Apparently, Tierra Marie is healthy and banging out hits, and I'm like, hits what? I hate when they come on the show and present a life that they not living. Bitch, you wasn't even on social media for months and we thought you was going through rehab and shit, which you seems to be not drinking because they go to another solo Lucci party, her and Nikki, and she's not drinking and she runs into Ray and she says that she's been clean. And Ray is like, "I'm happy for you." And he kind of admits that he had a drinking problem as well and probably should have been in the bed next to her. So they have like a light moment where they can kind of let their beef go, because they have not really talked to each other in years ever since they first got into it, which was him and Prinky and her and all that fighting that happened the first 2 seasons. And she eventually just let that shit go and moved on. But Tierra Marie is somebody I think that is so broken and she never really does what she needs to do to fix it. She's in denial about things. I'm glad she's not like Tommy. She's not in denial about her drinking issues, but I feel like there's something still deep down that is fucked up going on with Tierra Marie that she has yet to deal with, and she needs to deal with it, okay? We're gonna get into her sex tape and all of that shit because that hasn't happened yet on the show. I've talked about it in videos and stuff like that. But, just looking at how this season is starting, I'm just worried about her, for real. Like, she seems like somebody that shit might end tragically because something is missing from her on the inside, y'all. I mean, I don't even know how to really explain the shit. But they go ahead and exchange pleasantries and all of that. And it congratulates Ray on, being a daddy and ask him how it feels. And he's like, "Oh, it's great. Prinky out here on social media acting like I'm being a savage and all of this shit. But, it's cool. I'm happy about the baby." And Nikki brings up the fact that, well, you ain't seen your wife in a couple of days. You don't think that's savage? And we just kind of let that drop right there. Solo Lucci gets on stage and is performing his song or whatever. And this stripper girl named Apple Watts comes outside with this big big ol' ass, big ol' ass, big ol' ass, okay? Twerking and dancing and sliding across the floor, doing the shanty dance moves and shit like that, just serving the crowd. They took nothing off, but serving the crowd. She saw A1 looking like one of the twins from the Matrix and rolled over to him and was like, look, I want to shoot my shot. So she rapped and sang a little bit. It wasn't bad. I wouldn't definitely not hate on her shit, and I do think that while it was cringeworthy to see her do that in that setting, I still felt like it's hard for people to shoot their shot like that at a time like that, and she did what she had to do, so I can't be mad at her. When she turns around to shake her ass and show him that it's real, Lyrica walks in like, oh, that's a whole married man right there. What is you doing, ho? And that's when Apple is like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. She shakes hands, and Lyrica is like, what the fuck are you doing, A1? And smacks the shit out of him in front of everybody. And I'm mad at Love and Hip Hop because it's like, who tells y'all that y'all need to black out every time somebody get hit? Y'all could have showed us that smack. Like, y'all really be doing the most. Somebody call the people at WeTV and ask them how they get away with the shit. Because over here at VH1, y'all be doing the most trying to hide fights that we know already happened. Like, whatever. Anyway, she smacked his ass. That did not need to be blacked out. And he pissed off about it, all right? She refers to Apple Watts as this bitch shaking her ass on you. And that's when Apple gets all agitated, this bitch. And then she like, yeah, bitch, you rotten apple. You hold like whatever. And it's kind of not about her right now. She's more annoyed with her husband. So it was aggravating to me that Apple Watts had so much to say. Like, girl, go sit the fuck down somewhere. This is not your time to shine. You had your moment. Walk away. Okay, walk away. So A1 takes Lyrica outside. She pissed off at him, but she puts that to the side because she wants to complain about Pinch Nose Kimberly and all of the things that she was saying to her, namely the Safari situation. She brought up that Safari situation so much it makes me think that it's true. It makes me think that she's saying it so that she can cover her ass, okay? Because if he would have saw it later on, or they would have found out about it later on and she wouldn't have said anything, it would have looked like she was lying and that she actually did do something with Safari. But the way she said it, the way she kept mentioning it, made me feel like, man, K. Michelle telling the truth. Lyrica trying to fuck Safari. A1 says he's sorry and he gonna go talk to K. Michelle and see if they can, fix the situation or whatever. Because he says that he did her first single on her last album and they have a relationship. So he's very disturbed by how she came at his wife. And I'm like, the last time we left y'all, when y'all broke up, I felt like they were separated after that robbery and all of that shit happened. I don't know if that's going to happen on the show or if we've gotten to that place yet. But I definitely remember them two not being together. So I'm looking at Lyrica and A1 like, ooh, how the cookie will crumble. So Ray J is going home after a night of partying, okay? I can't believe Princess says I'm a cheater out there on social media telling everybody our business. That's crazy. I'm like, Ray, that's not crazy. You're a cheater. What are you talking about? You may not be cheating right now, but you have a history of cheating, sir. So, yeah. All right? Why are you so offended about something that could possibly be true? The way you roll, it's kind of obvious that you could be a fucking cheater, okay? So anyway, he rolls inside thinking that Pricky done went and spent the night by her friend. She could go and have some parties. He don't care. He rolled in and Sonya is sitting on the fucking living room sofa. I'm like, bitch, so you just knew he was going to come home right now? How you do? How you knew? Sonya has a problem because of Princess on social media, okay? She feels like Princess is making the Norwood family name look very cheap by getting on social media accusing her son of being a cheater without having all of the facts. And she wants Princess to publicly apologize because when she gets out there and talks about their business on social media, she's bringing her into it. She's bringing the daddy into it. She's bringing Brandy into it. And it is not called for, and that's what we are not going to do, all right? I personally feel like even though Sonya is right and no wife should ever take her personal issues in her marriage to fucking social media, especially if she doesn't have any evidence of it. I don't care if you do have evidence. I feel like that should be between you and your husband, not you and the rest of the fucking world. Because when you make up with him and people are still going after him, you're going to feel some type of way, Princess, okay? So I just kind of feel like she obviously didn't grow up in a family unit so that she could understand that that's not something that you do. Obviously, okay? Sonya is definitely feeling some type of way, but Sonya, you overstepping your boundaries. It is not your business to pop up in his living room and tell him how to handle his wife. Ray J needs to be a grown-ass man, and you need to take your old-ass titties out of his mouth and let him be a man and handle his own affairs, okay? So, y'all, they introduced the Angel Watts to us. We just thought she was some stripper who was shooting her shot, but apparently she has a storyline. We see her leaving wherever she was at the Lucci party early in the morning, going home to her two very small children, her lesbian best friend Lily, who is also a life coach. She says they've never been in a relationship or anything like that, but that's her best friend, all right? She expresses to Lily how she feels like maybe she ruined her chance at working with A1 by getting into it with Lyrica because she was shaking her ass in his face because he had ones, okay? She mentioned that. When Lyrica asked why, well, he had ones, bitch, okay? And I personally feel like whenever a wife gets upset at a stripper for shaking her ass in a man's face who has ones, bitch, stop it. Stop it. Stop being delusional. Stop being stupid, okay? So I do understand where Apple Watts is coming from, okay? But Lily tells her, girl, look, you are more than just ass jiggling in a thong, okay? You are more than that. You go out there and maybe you apologize to her so you can reshoot your shot. Basically just telling her don't give up on her dream just because she got into it with Lyrica Flow ass. And I kind of feel like just because you can't get A1, there gotta be so many fucking producers out there in LA. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, acting like he's the end all be all because he got nail polish on and 10 different necklaces and matrix dreads and 2 ponytails. Like I just can't. Too much A1 steak sauce, too much. So, AD and Moniece are still together and doing better than ever now that they're not living together. Thank you, Jesus. Okay? And AD is having a fashion show for her fitness clothing line. Paris is there, Bridget is there, and Bridget is talking to Paris about getting back in cool with Kimberly, and Paris don't know how she feel about it, but Bridget is obviously going to push the issue, all right? Moniece, AD, Ray, and who else? Somebody else is there. I forget who else is there. But anyway, we're all here for the fashion show. And when Paris sees Moniece, she goes outside and drops that pin to Prinky like she asked. Okay? So right in the middle of the fashion show, Princess comes inside and takes the microphone. Attention please. Where's Moniece? Oh, there you are, Twitter fingers. There you are. Hey, bitch, what type of person puts it out there that someone who is obviously pregnant is using someone else as their surrogate? What type of person does that? Maybe the same type of person that will fake being a lesbian for a storyline. And that's when AD pipes up because Moniece went completely into like that I'm about to jump up and kill somebody thing. Like, like just straight face. Ray is massaging the shoulders like, calm down, boo. Calm down. Don't do it. Calm down. Don't do it. Don't do it. Calm down. Okay? Like, they trying to relax Moniece and AD pipes up and is like, no, maybe it's the type of bitch that will put somebody's sex tape out trying to shame them. And Princess was like, I never did that. I didn't do that. And it's like, yes, you did. You did do that. You definitely put that sex tape on the show so that it would be brought to everyone's attention that she has one. You were trying to make her feel bad about that. Y'all, they go back and forth and she's saying maybe I could teach you how to be a better mother. Once I drop this baby, it's on site. Moniece says, bitch, it don't have to be on site. Moniece picks up a chair and runs towards the front of the room, towards Princess. But of course, security gets in the way and Paris and them. Oh my God, how you gonna try to hit a pregnant lady with a chair? How a pregnant lady gonna come in here with this bullshit offering to get her ass whipped? You can't throw your hands out there and then when somebody try to fuck over you, now you want to be pregnant, bitch? You should have been pregnant before you walked your ass in here. Instead of should have stayed your fucking ass at home and tried to work on your issues with your husband and your in-laws instead of coming in here trying to start a fucking fight with Moniece, okay? Y'all, look. Because I just feel like obviously you pregnant. Why would you even give that any steam? Who gives a fuck what Moniece had to say about Brandy being a surrogate? It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that Moniece is in any way, shape, or form right about the situation. She's not right. But I feel like Princess is so fucking aggravating and antagonizing and constantly just being open for the ass whooping. Like I felt like if Moniece had hit her, I'd have just turned my head and act like I ain't see it. Oh, she hit her? Oh. She all right? The baby all right? Okay, then. What else is going on? Moniece tries to catch her outside, but to no avail. Princess is laughing and all of that shit in the car, and Princess has had that baby. So I'm really hoping that these hoes roll up on one another at some point, okay? Because Princess, you could have rolled up instead of like announcing yourself and all of that shit. Like, I'm just saying, if you really was about it, why did you have to get on a microphone and do all of that? You wanted to embarrass her. But I felt like the real disrespect was you fucking over AD's fashion show. This wasn't the time or the place for that shit. And I personally feel like you deserve to get your ass whooped for that alone. So A1 goes over to Kimberly's house so that they can have a conversation about what she said about his wife. Because he was definitely not feeling the fake marriage comments, okay? A1 seems to feel like he's K. Michelle's last plug in LA. And I'm like, really? Why would you think that? I really feel like people underestimate how successful K. Michelle has been. She's not Rihanna or Beyonce, but bitch, nobody is Rihanna or Beyonce. I think she's K. Michelle, and that's just fine. K. Michelle has been one of the most successful artists to come off of a reality show and was one of the first people to prove that you can use this shit as a platform to make your music career pop. No matter what anybody says, K. Michelle is talented, can sing, and can play the fucking piano, and also writes all of her music. So A1 coming at her, you know what I'm saying? I just was like, boy, you really showing the bitch assness, okay? So K explains everything that went down, okay? And he basically feels like K. Michelle is jealous of Lyrica because she has a song on the charts. I'm like, yeah, but outside of Love and Hip Hop, nobody cares. Outside of Love and Hip Hop, people care about K. Michelle. You comparing them two to one another, it is so not right. Like, it's not spot on at all. I don't believe for a second that K. Michelle is doing all of this because she's jealous of Lyrica. I just don't. So K. Michelle lets it be known that she said something about Safari, and all she said was, I ain't never been a lie. I'ma just say that. A1 says he doesn't believe it because if Lyrica was gonna cheat on him, it would be with someone more lit than him. And I'm like, sir, I know you think lit means money-wise, but Safari doesn't have on nail polish and he has a huge dick. Like, I don't know if the nail polish thing is a problem for Lyrica, but I don't want to, like, get finger fucked by a dude that has nail polish on his fingers. I don't want to make out with a nigga that got on more chains than me. And that has absolutely nothing to do with his sexuality. It's just a preference of the type of man that a bitch prefers. So I don't understand why he thinks that in some type of way he's better than Safari, because for a lot of women, Safari is the #1 choice. Okay? I'm just saying. And Safari might be the #1 choice for your old lady, nigga. So you talking about like trying to down Safari as a way to say that it didn't happen is total and utter fuck shit to me. Like, A1, are you fucking serious? Safari looked like his Jamaican ass will toss that pussy up, bow, fuck it into the air, turn into sunshine, okay? Like, I don't care what anybody says. That's when he starts to go in on how trash her vocals are, how trash her album was, how she's been blackballed from the industry, and how they don't want to play her songs on the radio. I never feel like her singing is trash. So when he said that, I was like, oh, nigga, you don't know what to say. You really don't have nothing else to say to her. You just want to defend your wife and defend y'all fake-ass marriage if it is fake. I don't know if it's fake. I don't think it's fake. I hope it's not fake. To me, it seems that Lyrica and A1 love each other. I don't think that it's fake. But I also feel like there's definitely some truth to some of the shit that K. Michelle is saying. But anyway, y'all, they argued all the way out the door. You know, he continued to talk about her music. She continued to talk about how his wife ain't a star. You know, and how don't nobody care about him and how he work under somebody. So how the fuck he gonna tell her about her position in the industry when he ain't never been there before? Okay, like, you ain't never been there, nigga. How you gonna tell me about mine? Either way, y'all, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood started off with a fucking bang. I thoroughly enjoyed the episode, and I hope y'all will be coming back for this review, and I hope y'all will be sharing it with y'all people. So like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see y'all in the next one.